This is just a quick reminder that I am releasing an academic planner this year. I've basically designed my dream planner with everything you could need as a student and have used mine every single day this year, and I'm just terribly excited to share it with you. Good morning, it's Ruby. It's currently just past 6. I'm going to be sharing my summer morning routine with you today. Slightly different format though. This is the first time I've ever done a vlogged, chatty morning routine, and I hope that you enjoy watching. So I'm currently in bed and I'm going to read. I'm currently reading Memoirs of a Fox Hunting Man by Sassoon. I like to just put my hair up in a bun in the morning to keep it off my face, and it makes it easier when I go to do skincare. Oh, it's such a pretty morning. Okay, now I'm just gonna wash my face. If you've watched any of my morning routines, you will know that I read whilst brushing my teeth. Even though it's only 2 minutes of reading, I just really enjoy it. So the book I'm going to be reading is The False Rose by Jacob Weblius, and I'm not going to read my other Sassoon book because it's just such a beautiful edition and I'm very scared of getting toothpaste on it. People often ask me too how much I actually manage to read whilst brushing my teeth, and I managed to read 3 pages today. Really not very much, but it's 3 pages I otherwise wouldn't have read, and it's a very good book. I always put on sun cream in the morning during the summer because I burn very easily. As you can see, I'm actually very red at the moment. I just use a Kids Factor 51, and this is for sensitive skin because I get allergic reactions to a lot of sun cream, and sensitive kids one's usually the one that works. Even though it makes your skin so white, like I look like a snowman, but truly I don't really mind that it makes me look like a snowman because I know that it protects me in the best possible way, and at the end of the day that is the most important. Trying desperately to rub it in but actually failing miserably. Okay, next things next, I'm going to make my bed. I always like to start my day with a made bed. I literally can't remember the last time I didn't make my bed in the morning. It just makes me feel very put together, and it's not even something I think about doing. Like, I just know I'm gonna make my bed. It's also a lot easier to make my bed since I got a single bed. See that wrap? It's such a beautiful morning, honestly, and I've come outside to eat my breakfast. I like to eat breakfast outside because the weather is just so nice at the moment, and today actually it's a little bit chillier than it has been, which I'm very grateful for because I don't really like hot weather very much. I'm definitely more of an autumn person. For breakfast today, I've got one of my favourites. I can't claim responsibility for this recipe because it's Blakeney's. It's oats, grape nuts and grated carrot, and it is honestly incredible. It sounds like it would be really, I don't know, I was very sceptical when I first tried it, but it's one of my favourite breakfasts, and I've been having it many mornings. I either have this or porridge. And since I tend to have porridge more often, I was planning on like filming me making porridge for this video, but I woke up really fancying this, and so I had to. Anyway, I'm going to read my book whilst I am eating this. Okay, I've just finished breakfast and I usually will sit outside for a little bit and just take in the morning because the world is so beautiful at the moment. I might actually go and see the chickens and I will introduce you to them if you would like. Good morning. It's a bit past 7, I think it's about 7:15, and I'm currently out for my morning walk. If you've been following me for a while, well since 2021, then you might know that I try to go on a walk every day. Ideally a morning walk, though that doesn't always happen, I must admit. I don't go very far, I only walk for about 40 minutes to an hour, but it's one of the most mindful, meditative parts of my day, and I definitely notice a difference in my mental well-being when I don't do it. I've just loved, because I've been going out every day, and I've been at home obviously during lockdown. I've loved seeing the changing of the seasons, and I've seen it so subtly. I've seen the catkins grow green in January, I've seen the flowers start to bud, I've seen them as they first come through, I've seen the first petals fall. I've noticed a difference in how overgrown the hedges are as suddenly everything comes to life, and the smells are different, and like even the way the air tastes is different. It's just incredible, and being able to observe those minute changes is something I never gave myself the space to do, and these morning walks do give me that space, and I think it just makes me so much more attentive to nature and makes me more grateful for nature. That is definitely something really positive that's come out of lockdown for me, because I just didn't give myself that slow pace of life before, especially in spring. Like, the coming of spring is a beautiful thing, but it's always been my least favourite season because due to exam season I was always too stressed with academics to really look outside and see what was happening to the world. But I did that this year. If you can go on a walk every morning, then do, because I don't think you'll regret it. See what I mean about it looking overgrown? This was all pared back in the winter, and now it's just brimming with life. Also, controversial opinion, thistles are beautiful weeds. My mum and I always say this. She actually in her vegetable patch has the most incredible, massive thistles. I know they're supposed to be a weed, but they're just so beautiful. This field is particularly gorgeous. There is a fellow walker coming, so I probably won't continue talking to you just for now. But I'm going to enjoy my walk, be present, be mindful, not listen to music or anything at the moment, and I will show you some beautiful things that I see if I see anything particularly gorgeous. Like more thistles! Ah, there are so many! In my bag with me, I don't bring very much at all, but I'll show you what I usually bring. Sometimes I bring a picnic rug. I didn't today because I wasn't planning on sitting down, even though I kind of regret that now. Just bring my phone in case there's an emergency. I bring my headphones even though I don't always end up using them, because sometimes, most of the time, I just like to listen to the bird song, the sound of the alpacas eating the grass, and just the wind through all of the flowers. I just really like listening to nature in this time, but sometimes I do like listening to music. I like listening to like the Anne with an E soundtrack, or recently Tom Rosenthal as well. And then finally I've got a book. I've brought my solitude poems from the Everyman's Library Pocket Poets today, and I will just dip into this as I'm walking along. And actually I took this out because I wanted to read a little bit whilst I'm looking out over this field. I gaze where August's sunbeam falls, along these grey and lonely walls, till in its light absorbed appears the lapse of 35 years. The hills, the woods, the fields, the stream, are basking in the self-same beam. The fall that turns the unseen mill, as then it murmurs still. It seems as if one were cast the present and the imaged past, spanning as with bridge sublime that awful lapse of human time, that gulf unfathomably spread between the living and the dead. For all too well my spirit feels the only change this place reveals. The sunbeams play, the breezes stir, unseen, unfelt, unheard by her, who on that long past August day first saw with me those ruins grey. Whatever span those fates allow, ere I should be as she is now, still in my bosom's inmost cell, shall that deep treasured memory dwell, that more than language can express, pure miracle of loveliness, whose voice so sweet, whose eyes so bright, were my soul's music and its light, in those blessed days when life was new, and hope was false, but love was true. That's really lovely, that's really sad. This is the danger, I get so distracted, and then I end up spending much longer on this walk than I probably should. But there is no such thing as how long you should spend doing something. You should do things because you enjoy doing them, and if that means spending longer on the task to help you enjoy it to a greater extent, then I think we should try and do that if we can. I know that's not always possible, but the most important thing is enjoying everything we do, right? You could be working on an essay, and I definitely think it's worth spending an extra hour on that essay, enjoying the process of writing it, than if you were to spend an hour less and not enjoy the process. I love how I'm saying that in the context of a morning walk where it would be basically impossible not to enjoy it, but anyway. Suddenly really quite hot. I'm gonna have to take off my jumper. Oh my goodness, the temperature is just amazing. It's like, it must be like 20 degrees already, and it's the perfect temperature, and it's just beautiful. Like, the air is thick and warm and smells of grass, and just, oh my goodness, this is just perfect. I always say that summer, like, again, summer has never been one of my favourite seasons, and yet this is just divine. How do I not love summer? This is just incredible. I'm feeling so grateful. We've just reached the gate, and I just realised there's another essential I completely forgot to show you, which I bring in my bag. I just forgot because it's in the other compartment. So in the front compartment I have hand sanitizer and also a handkerchief. Handkerchiefs are one of the most valuable things you can carry in your person, in my opinion. I don't know why they went out of fashion, but they are really good for opening gate handles, and this one is a really lovely one that my grandparents got me for my birthday. It's just embroidered with my name, as you can see. Really simply, I will take the inside of the handkerchief and then open the gate with that, so I don't have to touch it, and that way I don't have to touch the gate and wash my hands or anything. So, life hack. It's 8:20 and I'm back now from my walk, and after I get back from this I like to do some writing because I like to make time for this every day, and I usually feel most inspired and creative after my morning walk, so this seems like the perfect time to do it. I usually will write for like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Okay, second part of breakfast, and I am going to eat this whilst responding to a letter. As you can see, I've got a slice of toast and jam and then a crumpet with peanut butter and some raspberries. Delicious. And I've also retopped my tea. Haven't had a crumpet in ages actually. Oh my gosh, I love the Terra crumpet. I really like writing letters in the morning, and yeah, so this is a nice part of my morning routine. I don't do it every single day, I do it most days though, and I love writing letters with my friends, especially during the summer. Okay, I've just written that letter, and now I think I'm going to do a tiny bit more writing because I didn't end up doing as much as I wanted to do, and then I might go on a cycle ride to go post my letter. Usually I wouldn't do more writing afterwards, but I am really in the mood for it, and summer mornings are more lazy. I don't really have the same very ritualistic routine that I do have during the academic year, and so it is definitely flexible. I'm going to sit here to do it though because the sun's kind of getting my eyes at my desk, and this is a lovely little table, like I use it a lot. I've got 2 letters to post, and so I'm going to ride my bike down to the post box. Oh, oops, that did not close. I might need to put some sellotape on. I'm going to bring a jumper even though it is going to be hot, just in case when I'm cycling I get cold because of the wind. I don't think I will, but it's worth bringing. I've got 2 letters to post. This one's going to America and this one's going to a friend in the UK. Also just realised I haven't put sun cream on yet, so I'm going to do that. So after having the most mindful morning, I will actually get round to planning my day, and I use a combination of Notion and my academic planner, so I am just going to write out my to-do list for the day. Also, yes, I do have multiple outfit changes in a day. I change my outfits a lot. I use my academic planner, which I designed myself and released last year, and I've actually got the new one coming out. This is the academic planner which is being released this year. For now I am obviously using last year's, and I have used this pretty much every day the whole way through the year. So there's a space here for writing your to-do list, and it's a whole half page because if you're like me, your to-do list is always pretty long. So this is where I just write everything I need to do that day. Then I will usually just number the tasks in the order of which I want to do them. 1, 2... If I've got lots of tasks, I might make a minute by minute timetable, but today I don't have that much to do, so I can get away with just numbering them. And then I just fill out these columns too. You'll notice though that in the new planner it's slightly different. So instead of these columns, it will have events today, reminders, admin tasks, and time to spend working, because it feels like the admin tasks is more useful than the commitments. Events, I've got my grandparents coming around for dinner. And yes, with my day planned in my planner, I'm now going to sit down and get some stuff done that I need to get done. I try to finish doing all my main tasks by 1 or 2ish so that I have the afternoon off if I want to have it off, or I can continue working if I haven't got everything done. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope that you have a productive week. Also, sorry for the self-promotion here, it feels very wrong to do, but I am releasing this academic planner at 5 p.m. BST on Thursday the 29th of July, which is literally tomorrow when I'm posting this, which is crazy. I can't believe that it's actually come around. It feels like we only just released this academic planner, but I'm so excited to share it with you because I've put so much work into it and I've tried to design the best possible planner for students. So yes, there'll be a link down below if you are interested in purchasing it, and with that said, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.